And that's how like I ran into those cows.
Word. I mean, they just come out of nowhere. It's
Yeah,
fucking cow suicide
it's
season.
fucking wild.
Bro, you know what I heard was that they were in search of the eighth wonder of the world.
Oh shit. Who would
Yeah,
have
bro.
thought?
You know
Yeah,
what the
so
eighth wonder of the world has been now?
what?
The massive fucking balls that Zelensky has on him, the president of Ukraine.
Yeah,
Holy shit, man.
yeah.
That's some, you know what? Ukraine as a people, you know, with the shit that they're going through out there, these motherfuckers said, fuck you, Russia. You ain't going to walk all over us. We are going to fucking stand up against you. Now, you are semi SME on Soviet era vehicles, right? I mean, at
Yeah.
least identifying them, correct?
Yeah.
So, could you give us a brief explanation here of why the fuck Ukraine is able to hold these motherfuckers back?
So you got somebody that's in your all right, first off, the Russian army is overrated. Like hardcore fucking overrated. And this whole time we've been fed this information about how they're these like hardcore fucking this like massive like multi-billion dollar fucking like modern like elite fucking fighting force. But no, they're still using shit from like the fucking 80s and 90s. You're giving money like you're putting lipstick on a fucking pig and it's still a fucking pig, man. Like you're giving equipment, the equipment has to be stupid enough for fucking conscript, right? With very little education to be able to operate, right?
Now, let me stop you for a second. Could you explain to the audience what is a conscript?
A conscript is somebody that's like been drafted into compulsory service and stuff, has to do 2 3 years like the Republic of Korea army, once they're between the ages of 18 and 28, for example, or something, they have to do 2 years in the military in order to like be citizens and stuff. In the US we have to register for the selective service. If you're a male, you register for the draft and stuff in case there is a draft. It hasn't been one since Vietnam, but there is, we have to register. They have to serve, their country, because I think like I don't know, maybe like 80% of their military is drafted, like
Right.
conscription, and then
Well,
the 20% is volunteers.
see, I would have thought that, like, for example, Korea, I can see why, being that the threat is like so prevalent there, even with the Jews, how in Israel, they're fucking surrounded. However, when you think of like the Soviet, well, not even the Soviet Union anymore, when you think of the Federation of Russia, you would think that it would be something that they would do voluntarily, kind of like in the United States Army or the United States military, which is voluntary. Maybe I guess they don't have as much as incentives, serving their country. But from what I was like, reading and hearing, some of these guys they were fucking had no idea that they were gonna go and roll into fucking Ukraine. They thought they were literally doing fucking, training ops, and then they got the word like, all right, forward, motherfuckers. So
I mean, I'm sure if you're like in the corner, like today's private is so well connected into like technology. I'm pretty sure if you check your GPS, you're gonna be like, why the fuck am I in Belarus next to like Ukraine? Like, what are we doing here? And then your commanders and stuff will be like, we're here for a training exercise and stuff, and they're only like regurgitating what Putin wants them to know and stuff. And that's, like state control of information. The flow of information is controlled tightly by this fucking dictator. Um,
that's word, man. So what's funny? I was looking at some of their vehicles that they have, and it kind of remind me of like the shit I used to draw in kindergarten. Like make a box with circles on the side, and that is their fucking like their version of like a LMTV, I guess, or a TMP. I mean, what the fuck, dude? I mean, Russia. I thought that you would have had better, and I gotta take my hats off to them. They're fucking Ukraine. I wish I was in Europe because honestly, I'd probably be one of those idiots that'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go help them out. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it's the distance a bit far away. You know, just to put things in perspective, I was having a discussion with my father-in-law, and you know, the countries in Europe, it's, you know, they're right next to each other, kind of like the United States. You know, like the states, it'd be like Texas being invaded by Louisiana or something. You know,
Yeah.
so that's how I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go help out these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Because, dude, I mean, just the massive balls that they have, I think is fucking badass. And they're showing the world. And you know, I don't know much about the fucking controversy that was going on, you know, last election cycle where there was all this Biden and Trump bullshit going on with Ukraine.
Yeah. So I just had a conversation 2 days ago. This guy, I don't know if you know him, but he's like we were in a mutual unit at one point, and
What's
he
his name?
posted something about like go Russia, basically. Like this is where I stand, go Russia. And the
Hmm.
guy was a hardcore, or is a hardcore like Trump supporter,
Okay.
right? So I commented, I was like, how can you be a like Trump supporter, I mean, but openly root for Russia? Like to me, it's so anti like democracy and stuff. And when we talked over the phone, because my initial my first thought was like, this dude's been compromised. Like he's been
He red pilled.
compromised by somebody, because he has a platform too to communicate to a bunch of people.
Oh,
And if you're openly discussing about how like you want Russia to like, and as he told me, like steamroll Ukraine, I don't know, it was his excitement. He'd get excited when he described like Russia just like destroying stuff. I'm like, the whole time I'm thinking like, where's this kind of like thought coming from?
right.
So then I turn on Fox News, and this guy changed his narrative a bit, the guy on Fox News, but Tucker Carlson, right? There's like, he is very pro Putin, like pro Russia, and I just don't get it. And I feel like there's a connection in there now. If you watch him now, he's kind of changed his position on his support. I don't know if that was influenced by money, saying like, hey, you need to stop like being, you know, pro like. But this, back to this guy, he's like the best solution for the US is for like Russia to like beat Ukraine swiftly and stuff. And then he said something like, you know, Russia's doing us a favor because like they chose, by fighting Ukraine, they're not fighting us. Like they openly chose not to fight us. So like that takes a lot of like control, you know, like it takes a, you know, that's very respectable for like Russia to like beat up on Ukraine because they're, you know, they're choosing not to fight us.
Right.
And I thought it was so weird, you know, talking to this guy about it.
I don't know.
Like
I mean, the whole Tucker Carlson thing, I think I get what they're trying to say. Their delivery is fucking stupid.
it's
Like,
like focus on problems home, right? But the
well,
stance that they're taking though, it's, I get, there's it's okay to be like believe in your nation first,
right,
like, you know, let's take care of us. But now you're also taking sides, right? So
right.
no, you're not, you can no longer say that this is, hey, I'm protecting my nation. Then you know, I'm only talking about my nation. When you openly take sides
Right.
on that external conflict, then it's not a national thing that
But
you're
see,
getting involved with.
plain devil's advocate over here. It's all about context. You know, if you just pay a snippet or just read verbiage, you're gonna read it or interpret it how you want or whatever fits your narrative. For example, when I saw the whole Trump thing about, you know, calling what's his name's shit a genius or whatnot, it's all about context. You know what I mean? It sounded like, yeah, that's a genius fucking move that he made. You know what I'm saying? He's
Okay.
not calling him a genius per se. He's just saying, you ever say, like, damn, that's some smart shit. Why didn't I think of that? That's the context I think he was saying it in. But of course, they're only going to take one snippet and, you know, twist it around. And I'm not, you know, I'm not for or against. I don't care. You know, I've said my stance. I think we need to butt the fuck out and worry about us here.
Yeah.
And I'm not
'Cause
going to, but if I am going to choose a side, I would, you know, I'm going to side with the Ukrainians because honestly, I think they're being bullied.
yeah.
And I think this should be a European issue. Now, where I get this whole NATO bullshit and all that, but here's my question. Can't one of these motherfucking NATO nations just say, hey, you know what? Pump the brakes I'm fucking denouncing NATO. I'm gonna go help these motherfuckers out, especially since they're lined up in a column right now. Drop a couple of bombs on those asses.
That'd be so easy. Like they're just lined up, like heel to toe. They're lined up. You could just one fucking carpet bomb.
Dude.
Turkey coming in with the fucking 1970s. Or like you seen Apocalypse Now when the helicopters are coming in.
Yes. Dude. Or you know what? Like, go back to that movie Iron Eagle when they dropped the Hades bomb.
You just knock out the entirety of Russia's top fucking units that are deployable. There's just this like weird, there's this weird narrative that's coming out, right, from certain pockets on the right side that are trying to say that we want Russia to win because somehow Ukraine is Biden's like money laundering fucking pit. But in my mind, so I would understand that at first. I'd be like, okay, I kind of get that and stuff. Like maybe that's why you want to take Russia's side and stuff. But every time a Democrat's been in power, Ukraine loses territory. So how can you say that there's a connection there, right? Yeah. Like some sort of money laundering thing. If every single time a Democrat's in power, 1994, when fucking Ukraine had nukes, and they're like, we don't want to give this shit up. And then the US is standing there with Russia, the clear criminal. It's like, hey, man, just get rid of your shit. We'll protect you. Like, we got this. We got nukes. We got nukes. It's like, imagine having a gun. Your neighbor has a gun and you're like, hey, man, get rid of your gun because I have a gun.
I got a shotgun over here.
And you're standing next to the burglar that you know is going to rob you later on. And the burglar is like, hey, man, he's telling you, get rid of your guns, bro.
It's pathetic, dude. But
and then, so that was during the Democrats, Bill Clinton, right? So Ukraine denukes.
Right.
And they're like, all right, man, as long as you got our back in case something happens in the future. And we're like, don't worry, we got you. Fast forward 2014, Barack Obama, another Democrat, your second Democrat now. Crimea happens, Donetsk happens, fucking Donbass happens, and they lose territory. So how can you like say there's like, that they're linked financially? Right. Wouldn't the U.S. be more protective if that's your money laundering site?
Yeah, I mean,
we'd get involved. And then fast forward 8 years later, and now Biden's in power, and then now this shit's going on. So how can you say, like, it's weird?
It is, bro. But again, it's all about to fit a narrative. Who knows what the fucking puppet masters are planning. I think honestly, again, we should mind our business. However, once if that motherfucker decides, and I'm happy that Biden hasn't put a red line, because we already know that his old boss, when they were in power, had a red line and it was stepped over and nothing happened, So, but I do got to give credit again to where credit is due. I support the Ukrainians mainly because, again, I'm a person that likes the underdog story, Now, if they would need to come to a consensus, like a negotiation, all right, give those two little areas, whatever it was, the Donbass and those areas that are to the far east, make them autonomous like they wanted to be, or just fuck it. Aren't they already pro-Russian and the majority Russian though?
No, see, that's the point. That's how this is supposed to work. All right, let's go back to Texas and Louisiana, right? So Texas, let's say Texas originally wants parts of Louisiana.
Okay.
And they do it right now. I mean, okay, they probably could. Who knows, right? But say Texas has an ambition that someday wants to expand, in its future it wants part of Western Louisiana, Southwest Louisiana, or whatever. How do I do that?
Let's migrating them.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some Texans in there, right?
Yeah.
Right, and they speak with a Texas accent, and so you move like families and stuff into these Louisiana regions, and this is like planting seeds for future growth.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And then later on, you're like, now I want Western Louisiana. Louisiana's like, what the fuck? No, like we've been Louisiana for a lot,
all this time.
Culture. And then Texas comes back and says, yeah, but we got pockets of Texans and they speak with the Texas accent and they live in the Southwest. And they're saying, according to our sources, that they're not having a good time and you're not treating them right and stuff. So rather than sending them back, we just want your fucking territory. And we're going to take it. And if you don't give us your fucking territory, we're just going to come in and take it. And then Louisiana's like, why don't they just move back? you know, like just take your fucking people back.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
they're guests. And then so Texas is like, nah, fam. Then they move in, and then they take it, and now Western Louisiana becomes East Texas.
And then they'll
Northeast.
continue taking the that portion from Ukraine all the way till they get to fucking the Napier.
At
or
the
whatever
same
the fuck
time, they're
is.
like streaming more
Right.
people into other regions, and it's how they spread, man.
It's kind of like a cancer, if you think about it. Yeah,
is.
you right. See, that's why I
Yeah.
like. That's why I need to have these ideological conversations with you, you know, because you make me think and you put me in the right place, man. But yeah, dude, it's fucking crazy, man, and I believe that this is gonna be used to Biden's fucking benefit tonight, because tonight is a fucking
It's happening right now.
Really?
Yeah.
The State of the Union?
Yeah. I mean,
right now? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. It's like 8 p.m. Eastern time.
Dude, it's only 7 here, which means it's only 5 in fucking Cali. Usually they wait till like 6 o'clock in Cali.
8 p.m. Eastern.
Home. Huh?
8 p.m. Eastern time. Let me check. Let me verify for you. Let me check my sources real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your your due diligence, as they say. But on another note, you know what I was thinking about earlier, man?
No, you're right. It's probably like 1 hour. Yeah.
Okay. So you know what I was thinking about though? Completely left field topic, bro. This straight gunline topic. I don't know if I heard somebody talking about it before, but it came to my mind. You know how men, and don't fucking play the goddamn, I'm the simp card here. You know how men fucking generally look at bitches' titties when they be walking by, and you know, you're like, damn, it's a nice fucking set of titties. You know what I'm saying? Y'all men out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all lesbians out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all be looking at them fucking titties like, oh yeah, let me fucking go. Blah, 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 blah. Motorboat those motherfuckers. Well, anyways, I was thinking about it. You know, women kind of get cheated on that, or gay guys too. Like, they don't have anything really to look at us unless you're wearing like tight pants or something showing a bulge. You know what I'm saying? Like,
have you ever asked?
Is there an equivalent? Is there any?
Yeah, there is.
That's what I was gonna ask. You know, is there an equivalent for women to, you know, be like, damn, that's a nice package? And don't tell me with the fucking feet, because I seen some motherfucker with big feet that got no dick. And don't tell me how I know that. Let's just say I've been places. All right.
No, man. Like, it comes to personal taste, dude. Like, it's the same shit. We everybody gets sexualized in a different way.
Yeah.
Some women prefer men with beards. Some people prefer people with red hair.
Okay.
Some people prefer people with like thick thighs.
You're
and
not
stuff
getting
like
it though.
I
don't give a fuck what a woman looks like between here up and here down. If you see a broad walking with some big old titties, I'm like, damn, that's a nice set of titties.
If that's what you're into, yeah. If that's your taste, right? If that's the feature that you key in. Some people are like, man, she's got some hot ankles.
Okay, for me, the one thing that'll make or break a woman, feet. Done. Feet will make or break it. All right. I scope from head to toe, and you could be beautiful, pretty eyes, gorgeous face, nice set of titties, nice little chubby, because you know I'm a chubby lover. And you know, keep on going down. Ooh, nice smooth legs. Oh, look at them ankles. No cankles, baby. Ooh, nice toned calves. What the fuck are those? Oh, hell nah. Bitches toes are throwing up gang signs. West Side? Nah, dog. It ain't gonna happen, Chief. It's just, that's a fucking automatic no-go for me. And I've said it many a times here on the Gunline. That's one thing that I'm like, no. I know there's broads out there that, for example, their turnoffs would be like man boobs, like straight up. They could see a motherfucker looking fine as fuck, but then he got titties that are hurt. They're gonna have to share bras. That's a no-go, you know. So I'm just saying, we see titties like, there's got to be something that women got to focus on men. Like, do they look at our ass?
Probably, yeah.
Because my old lady be looking at me like sometimes and be like, "Ooh, that's a nice ass." I'm gonna be like, I'm not gay, but okay, I'll take it. You know,
why would you be gay if you gotta? I gotta get it.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So, what about you, man? What do you think? There's. Oh, you were saying it all goes to taste, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, you know how? Again, you know how motherfuckers be saying like, "Oh, you gotta like what's on the inside. What's on the inside?
The personality."
Yeah. fuck a personality, okay? The first time you meet somebody, you don't know shit about the personality. It's not your personality that drew me to you. What drew me to you was, God damn, that bitch look good from a distance.
I would disagree. But it's coming down to personal taste, right? For me,
Right.
personality is a big plus
Of course.
because my likes are based on my own experiences, right?
Right.
I've dated girls that I found very attractive and
Mhm.
stuff, and that was the feature. And
Mhm.
then like 2 days in, I'm like, I fucking like the garbage that comes out of their mouth. I'm like, I can't fucking do this, right?
Okay.
But if I see a girl, I don't like attractiveness is so subjective, man. But I know if I talk to somebody and what they're saying relates, like it catches my attention, I find that so attractive. Like
I agree with you.
For me, that like then I look at you in a different way. Like I don't know. Like for me, your character and what you're all about will carry you farther than
And your looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But being realistic, all right, the first thing you zone in on a female is not the personality. You hope that the looks match with the personality.
This
That's
is
what you
just
hope.
you, though. This is you, because you're like,
bro. Do we need to go to Korea? Do we need to talk
Let's-
about Korea? Red dress.
that girl had a lot of personality.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yeah, she had a lot of personality.
A lot of personality on that dance floor. But dude, no, I'm just saying, like, you know, I get it. Personality is it goes a long way. If it goes beyond. That's why I think sometimes, you know, you'll find somebody attractive, you know, but what seals the deal definitely is the personality. It's got to be somebody that you vibe with, somebody you can carry a conversation with, not somebody that's just gonna be like, it's like fucking finding a fine ass broad, dude, and find out she's a dead lay. Like, fuck, I could do this with my hand.
I get it, man. You know, like you're that construction worker on the side of the road. Oh, hey, baby, hey.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know you, man.
Cat calling. What's wrong with cat calling? Oh, I'm sorry. That's
everything's
fucking
wrong with cat calling.
That's sexual harassment nowadays. I forgot.
That it always has been. It isn't like, oh man, it's bad because they just made it illegal. It's always been bad.
What?
It's somebody that
it's called flirting. So you can't flirt anymore.
Yeah, flirting is actually going up to the person and talking to them and like saying, hey, you know like hitting on them, not like whistling from a distance with the boys and shit. And this is coming from a dude, right? Me, I had a single mom, right? We didn't have a car, so everywhere we went, we walked. And I saw my mom as a young child getting catcalled from cars and from fucking places and stuff. You know how I felt? I felt like shit.
I bet
people were like fucking whistling at my mom.
I wouldn't do it like that with children. You know what I'm saying? When kids are around.
Well, people did it anyways. You know.
Okay, now those are assholes.
It's not
though.
illegal.
That's fucked up. Those are
I just
assholes.
made it real, didn't I? This shit just got real.
No shit. You can keep it as real as you want. I'm just saying I wouldn't have done it around you. But if she was still walking around, she looked good. I'm like, damn, girl, you get some fries with that shit, child. Yeah,
if you have to ask yourself, like, if you have to say, if I won't do it around kids, you know, like,
it's called respect for
you should be doing
them, man. So, but here's the thing: there's other women that like it.
But you don't know. Like, not all women.
You're right.
Like that.
You're right. I mean, I guess you got to know your audience.
Like you're just shooting your rod out into the ocean, and hopefully it catches one.
No, you're right.
A lot of fish don't bite.
I give you that. I mean, I'm not gonna do it to a fucking Karen looking bitch. I'm not. You know, if anything, I'd be like, man, don't even fucking think about it, dog. This bitch is a lawsuit waiting to happen. But you know, there's some broads that you look at them and they look at you back and they give you that smile. They know what they're doing, fool. They know what they're doing.
You know, it's that kind of thinking, though, man.
Oh, here we go.
It's like, no, but I'm serious, man. It's like,
I'm serious too. Go ahead.
It's like, you know, you're asking for it because you're dressed a certain way.
Get the fuck out of here. I just had the same fucking conversation, bro. Like, not even 2 fucking weeks ago. No, we're not gonna go there because that's not exactly it.
Because it's probably the same thing because that's what's happening.
No, it's not. If somebody looks at you, gives you that smile, and she's walking around, dude, and she knows what she's doing.
See, now you're changing it, right? So now she's smiling back, right? Now
I did say that just recently. I just literally said that.
No,
right
you
now
said if she looks a certain way, you just know, man. You just know.
I'm talking about facially, not dressed like a fucking whore. I didn't say that. I didn't mean the way she was dressed. I mean the expression that she gives. She gives you that look. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the way she's dressed. I'm not. So yeah, don't try to fucking corner me. Don't try to corner me, guy.
There's no cornering, man. I'm just saying
Mhm.
what you're saying, just like in a different way. Like it's
Mhm.
just,
I'm talking about
I just,
expressions.
all right.
So,
Hey,
and you know what? It's funny how we can't objectify women as they call it, right? But broads do
okay.
that shit all the motherfucking time,
Yeah,
all the time, right? And that's
they
okay
do.
though.
Yeah.
In the minute,
This is no, it's not okay. It's not okay either. It's not okay in any
I love how
regard.
Urena just plays the fucking complete opposite of me, and it's good entertainment. So I'm hoping y'all enjoying this shit. Go ahead, pimp.
Why are you getting mad?
Oh, I'm
Don't
not
get
getting
mad at
mad. I'm
me. I'm just
enjoying this
like,
actually.
I'm just no. I'm providing like I'm trying to like provide some like
Different points of view.
some fair. No, it's
Open
a
my
fair look,
mind.
man. No, it's a fair. Like it's not right on anybody's side. It's not. This isn't just a male thing. And yeah, because like it's overlooked that women do the same shit too, man. Is that right? I don't think it's right. Men
If
don't ask to be harassed and stuff, but we have to like be okay with it. We have to like we have to be okay and function normally
right,
and stuff.
be a man.
I
Yeah,
guess, yeah, man. If
I feel
somebody
you.
says like
No,
if somebody
I'm not saying it like to be an asshole. I'm
I feel
saying that's the
bad
way
I
it's
feel
looked
bad
at.
for the guy when all he hears are whistles and then one day the whistles stop.
That would suck.
That sucks.
Oh
That's when
yeah,
you know you've reached an end.
bro.
Like
This guy here,
the whistle stops. The
dude,
whistle stop for you.
I used to whistle for myself. You know what I'm saying?
You try
Like
to hype
I
yourself
look,
up.
bro. I looked at myself every morning in the mirror, like, God damn, you look good. Fuck, you look good. Damn, you's a handsome motherfucker. Ciao, ooh, you look good, fool. Now I look at myself like, ew.
Just
You know
hang
what I'm
in there,
saying?
bud. Like
Ew,
just
I
hang in
look
there, guy.
fat, huh?
You're just like, man, hang in there, buddy.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Like,
hey,
fuck
at
it.
least I got 3 kids. You know what
We're
I'm
getting
saying?
it.
Fucking
We're still getting. No, I get it, man.
no, I
But
mean,
yeah, like
I'll
it's a
give you this though.
psychological thing.
For a 44-year-old, I still look pretty fucking damn good though.
You get your hair game's on point, man. I'm telling you. Hell yeah.
It's on
I'm
fleek,
talking
baby.
about.
It's on fleek, as the kids say. Dude,
So
go ahead, man.
I just wanted to say, you know, like guys experience it too, man. The same psychological thing is there. So like I think across the board, hey, let's pause and reflect. You know, let's really think about what we're really doing with our lives. If what we want to do is just like whistle at people, and this isn't just a guy thing, it's not a chick thing, it's an everybody thing. I'm
And
just
for
saying.
those of y'all looking at the YouTube, if you're looking at my back and noticing like a mess and all that shit, it's because my office is turning into my son's room very slowly. So you might see me in the garage here sooner or later.
Now everybody's spotting shit. Hey, his pillows are
Right?
fucking straight, fucking crooked ass fucking papers and shit on
That's
the wall.
fucked up, right? Nah, dude. It's a trip. No, man, it's a trip. Hey, thank you, by the way, for you know, no, I'm not gonna say that you brought her or directed her this way, but I think that one of the guests that I just had recently, Jordan Wallace, I think that she knew about the podcast because you were on it. And thank you for the opportunity of
I think you guys shared a
coaxing
good.
her along this way.
You guys had a good fucking communicate like two
Yeah, I think it was a good
artillerymen
conversation.
talking to each other, and it's
So
like talking
it,
gunline shit.
I really enjoyed the fact that I got her point of view. You know what I'm saying? And rock on, baby. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. To all my female.
You guys talked.
Yeah.
There was no. It felt. When I listened to it, it wasn't. There was like this fight, combative tone, but it wasn't a. You guys were still talking.
Right.
People were talking. That's what we do. That's what we do around here. We talk. We talk the shit out. We air our grievances. We bring it up with the source. It's what they teach you in the army. If you got a fucking problem, speak up to the source. Handle the shit. And you talk. You either come to a conclusion, agreement, or whatever. Or you don't.
Agree to disagree.
Stuff. But you at least rent came off and you talked about it. And that's what we saw in podcast fashion.
I appreciate that, man. And there's more female gunslingers out there. Y'all want to come on down here? We don't got to talk about my fucking views. You know what I'm saying? My views are my views. That's all they are. You can come on here, shoot the shit. Let me know about the same thing I do with the other shoot the shits. Who are you? Where you from? Military time and shit. You know, if you want to discuss that shit too, we can go ahead and have a discussion on it. It just doesn't have to focus on that, is what I'm getting at. You know what I mean?
No.
So, hey, my invite's still out there. I got two more folks lined up. I got a great fucking shoot the shit this weekend, bro. One of my old NCOs. And if you were in 277 FA back in 2004 to 2007 ish, you'll know Sergeant Landis, old Chuck Landis. He's gonna come shoot the shit. Well, he already did. I already recorded it. Because time. I gotta get on people's times.
Hey man, efficiency.
So it'll be dropping this Friday afternoon for your drive home or for your Saturday to shoot the shit on Saturday. But dude, circling back to the Biden and the because we got all discombobulated on that one. Going back to Biden, how he's going to try to benefit off of this. I think that or you know what? Let me use your terms. I feel that is that better? Does that get
you got to put that first,
Does that get the Urena approval? But there you go. No, but I honestly think that he's gonna try to benefit off of this, saying that it was his sanctions that are squeezing them. And obviously they haven't worked yet because that motherfucker threatened nukes. So
but it's not supposed to work right now. It's supposed to work in 30 days. We'll come back and assess it.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, dude. You see how much damage they've done in 6 days? You're saying like, hey, hang in there for 30 days, buddy. We'll see if the sanctions work.
That's like saying, hey, we got this great cancer fucking treatment for you. It takes about 6 months to work, but you only got about 30 days to live.
Here's the problem. This is how I see it, right? We have such a taste. We have what movie? Oh, The Dark Knight, the Batman movie. Have you seen that one with Heath Ledger as the Joker?
Yeah.
Okay, they're on a boat, right, with the convicts and stuff, and they have the bomb and stuff, and they're trying to figure out who's gonna like pull the trigger. Like you get the other boats full of convicts, and then this boat's full of normal people, and one's got the trigger, and then eventually the one guy is all talk. He's like, "I'm gonna blow it up and stuff. Give me the trigger," and it comes time for it, and he doesn't want to. Right, because he doesn't want to be responsible for the death of like all those people, right? So right now what's going on is there's such this frustration where we know what you want. Like people want a war. People want the US to go in and wreck some shit, like, but we don't want a war. Like we wish we could get the results that would happen from us coming in and dominating shit, but we don't want any of that death World War III shit. How do we come to that conclusion? So we're criticizing the sanctions because they're ineffective, and it's like the best we can do because the alternative is a war, and we know that we'll win, but it's going to come at a heavy cost.
At what cost?
Yeah, it's going to come at a cost, man. And so it's kind of like we're kind of in that middle where there's like this anxiety where it's like, dude, we know the right answer. We know what we should do based on history 100 years ago with World War II and what happened. The same fucking shit. We didn't get involved until shit got real.
No, we didn't get involved until we had assets that were that got too close to home. You know what I'm saying?
And it was towards the end. The war was already going on before we jumped in.
Right.
And stuff. But, we waited, like we didn't want to get involved because, here's another world war and stuff. We don't want to get involved. And then eventually we got involved. And the same shit's happening here where it's like, let's just sanction them, because we know the right answer is we go in there and we fucking destroy this guy so he shuts the fuck up for like once and for all, and he stops becoming a problem. Because every year it's this fucking guy. Every year it's fucking North Korea shooting fucking missiles all the way up into April until we throw money at them. Every fucking year it's the same fucking shit. We know the right answer, and that's going in there and just fucking turning everything into glass.
Let me ask you, how many people out there are really actually knowing what's going on? Like, like the whole background, for example, the whole Nord Stream pipeline, right? For example, I'm not going to tell you, I am no expert in that geopolitical bullshit out there, but I am trying to educate myself. You know what I'm saying? And I was hearing about this whole pipeline bullshit. Like they got one pipeline already, right? Which is giving 40% of their resources, not resources, but like, you know, fuel, their gas and oil, right?
Yeah.
And with this Nord Stream 2, they will be dependent on 80% on Russia for their fucking resources. So we can't have that because, you know, we're the big bad US. We want them to be dependent off of us. So we can't have.
But we're not producing, you know, like we're not producing.
Isn't that a fucked up piece of shit right there? Why aren't we producing? Because they fucking stopped it, didn't they? So what's happening now? Shit's going on up. Hey, but fuck that Keystone or whatever that fucking that pipeline, right? Anyways, that's a whole other topic. Again, I'm not well versed in it, but I've seen enough and I'm just regurgitating right now. But there is one person who to me is and shout out to her. Her name is Kim Iverson. And I watch her her shit on YouTube. She's very she's actually liberal, but you know, I listen to her because she almost sounds like she's not fucking blue pilled. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that makes sense. And she was talking about it, breaking it down. And anyways, how many people do you think have graduated from the University of Facebook with their motherfucking geopolitical degrees recently?
A ton. Everybody's an expert. I'm an expert. You know, like I have all my shit's always opinions though. Like I have a lot of opinions.
I know I have a lot of not just opinions, uninformed opinions. You know what I'm saying? But I'm smart enough to realize my shit's just what I'm spewing out my mouth, but it's what I believe as well. But then that's why I give this platform like, hey, let me know what you think. And you'll educate me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out there on fucking Facebook and just fucking believe something from the Babylon Bee thinking it's real. You know what I'm saying? I love the Babylon Bee, by the way. I don't know. Have you seen it?
Nah, I don't. I read. Bro. I watch. I read a bunch of different news, man. Because they're giving you what you like, right?
Think of the Duffel blog, but civilianized. Check this out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for those that aren't watching it, it says Putin receives the Nobel Prize in Medicine for ending the COVID pandemic.
Yeah. I feel like we had this conversation a year ago.
Really?
This time last year, man. Like we talked about how there was how COVID ended. It's all of a sudden COVID ended.
Bro.
But it'll come back, man.
Dude,
it's just gonna go away long enough it's gonna go away long enough for this fucking election. And that's the big problem.
Yeah.
Because did you know they got rid of the mask mandate today for the State of the Union? Like there's a mask mandate in the
coincidental, right?
There's a mask mandate in place as of yesterday in Congress or wherever they do the State of the Union shit. And this morning they did away with it. It lifted that. They're mandate.
Following, let me guess, the CDC guidelines,
science.
Right?
No, they're following the science.
Oh, the science. Speaking of science, bro. So I was and you know what? We haven't done this in a long time. So we're going to go ahead and bring up this quick segment for the next 20 minutes. All right. If we can go that long. But this segment was brought in part by my old co-host Cruz, who was into all kinds of fucking, just off the wall shit, conspiracy theories, and just shit to talk about, that's just out of nowhere. And this one today, on this episode of Crosstalk, as I called it, Crosstalk, I want to talk about deja vu. Yeah. Deja vu, bro. So I was watching this thing about it earlier today on how, they try to, like in science, they're trying to explain it, and basically they're saying there's something wrong with your motherfucking brain at the end of the day. I don't believe that. Yeah, I can't just say it's something because there's far too many people that have experienced deja vu to say that everybody's fucked up in their head somehow or another. You know what I mean? I think, and then there was another theory that, it's a form of like premonition, like when you have a dream and you foretold it. There was another one like that. But I like this other one that I heard of, and it's called remote viewing or something of that sort. Have you heard of this?
Okay. I'm listening.
So this remote viewing, apparently what it is, there's people that train themselves to pretty much they tell like the example that he gave was like, okay, I went and there's like this website that he went on to and has never done it before. And it says, you know, you want to draw something from the future, right? So he goes, sits down, and he just drew whatever came to his mind and drew it up. And a couple of days later, the results came back. And the only thing that really matched up was the slider bar on the right side that he had drawn. There's no way in hell that he would have known there was a slider bar. And, you know, and it was like a cup of gin or some shit that he had drawn. Either way. So what it turns into is that it's something about you in the future have thought about something so hard that it goes into your past. So you can remember it when it happens actually. So it's really it's called, what did he call that shit? Dude, it's fucking weird, bro. But yeah, it's remote viewing. Look it up. I can't explain it, bro. I can't explain it, but oh, bro, yes. Because he was saying this, you in the future, for example, like saw something or experienced something that you wanted it to be ingrained so that when it comes back around that time, you'll remember it. Kind of like a deja vu type deal. So it happened already and it's ingrained in your brain. So when it comes back around, it's weird. It's a causal loop. I think he said it was something of that sort. It was really interesting. As you can see, I'm not a scientific motherfucker at all.
You just blew my mind.
Of the stupidity that came out of my mouth. But nah, dude, what are your thoughts on deja vu, if you have any? Do you think it's in your honest opinion, what do you think it could be? Is it something scientific, something paranormal?
I think that when it happens to me, that I'm overthinking a scenario, and then my brain is having just like a brain fart, like maybe like a bubble of air passed through the blood flow, and I lagged for a second.
Really?
Like when I'm driving a car, because what else would I be driving? When I'm driving down the road or whatever, sometimes I'll get to a traffic light and then I'll stop and then I'll be like, how the fuck did I make it this far? Like, did I run a red light on the way over here? Was that on an autopilot when I got to this point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't remember like how I got to that point. And I started thinking about it and I'm like, did I swerve? Did I pass out? Like, I have these like blanks, like these blank periods in my brain where I'm like, shit, how the fuck did this happen? And then all of a sudden you're home and you're like, how'd I get here? Like, all right, cool. I guess I made it home.
You want me to blow your mind, bro?
What's up?
All right, you've been in Fort Hood, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you like take the 281 past land passes going up north and shit like that, you pass like Goldwaith and all these other little fucking towns, right?
Yeah.
So I was driving back down from Fort Carson down to San Antonio, and now what I was take the 281 down. Actually, yeah, from there. And anyway, so I'm coming back down, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go down this way instead of going that way. So I go down this way. I blacked out, dude. I don't know how I blacked out from like Brownwood to Goldwaith or something like that. And I'm like, where the fuck did the last thing I had seen was like Goldwaith 15 miles away or something like that, or 8 miles away, right? And then suddenly you're just driving and no fucking way, how did I get here? What happened to the time in between? You know, that's happened to me a lot of fucking times. But see, that I understand, like, because, you know, like you said, you get tunnel vision, you know what I'm saying? Or I could have probably fell asleep. I don't fucking know. But
you don't know. You just don't like remember. It's all like a blank.
But for the deja vu, what happens with the way I've experienced it was like I've been in the middle of a conversation and all of a sudden like a trigger word and everything's like, I just feel like, dude, I just did this, or I've done this before, or I've seen this before, which is what deja vu means. I think it's like seeing it again or seen it before.
Already seen.
Right. So, oh, my bad.
Deja is already, vu is viewed, like seen. It's already seen. It's French.
Dispensa, carnal. Okay.
It's French, man.
Oh, oui. Je m'appelle Danny Lopez, et toi? Comment allez-vous?
My name is Frank.
Okay. Comment t'appelles-tu?
Dude, I don't know what you're saying, man.
Je m'appelle Jesse Ureña. Anyways, yeah, I took 1 semester of French. That's all I know.
I can tell, man. That's good.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. But yeah, dude. So like that's how deja vu hits me. So your experiences of deja vu are more like along the lines of like missing time, or do you actually recollect something?
So I'll be sitting there and I'll be doing something, and then I'm loud as fuck about it. I'm like, what the fuck? I already did this. Like, wait a second. And then I start questioning people like I'm some sort of CSI investigator. Like, hey, did I say this? Did I say this already? And then you're just looking at me like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? No, man, did I say this already? I think I said it. Hey, everybody, deja vu. I got deja vu, man. Fucking, oh. And then like, like now I think about it, yeah, I treat it like it's a fucking like a crime scene. I'm just investigating the crime and shit. Hey, tell me I fucking had deja vu, and I get everybody's attention, and then I look crazy. That's what I do.
You just like to blow people's mind like that, huh?
Yeah, man.
You know, speaking about blowing people's mind, do you want to blow away somebody's mind away on their birthday, on their fucking, Christmas, on their retirement date? You know, if you want to blow an old artilleryman's mind away, get on something like this, bro. Get them a fucking 105 or 155 HE or whatever kind from Red Leg Custom Woodworks. RedlegCustomWoodworks.com, man. You guys hear me plug them all the fucking time. And no, this is not paid or anything at all. This is me supporting another veteran and his motherfucking his work. It's craftsmanship. You know what I'm saying? And this is hard work. This is time off of his hands to do these beautiful things. He's an old artilleryman as well. I don't want to say old. He's about my age. But, he fucking takes pride in his work. It's not plastic. It's not one of those fucking, what's the word I'm looking for, man? Like mass-produced type shits.
Yeah.
Each one he actually puts his fucking hands on. So
handmade, fucking attention to detail.
Teamwork
every single one. Everyone's going to be different than the last. So it's not, you're not getting unique. Some fucking carbon copy shit.
Goddamn right. So go check out redlegcustomwoodworks.com, Redleg Custom Woodworks. That motherfucker hooks shit up, man. And like I said, he keeps his fucking prices relatively fucking low because, he does it out of a passion that he has, as well as he likes to, from the conversations I've had with him, he likes bringing that joy to old artillerymen, and you want to see a fucking artilleryman's face light up, give him something like that. That's just fucking. Anyways, I just had to throw that plug in there because, I don't know.
I could already see people get it, and they're just like lifting it, and they're like, oh, spitting knowledge at you, like, hey, you know how much this shit weighs?
Oh yeah, dude, I can see it. Yep, you could, they'd be like, yeah, oh god, you know what kind of fuses go on this shit? Oh, dude. Anyway, but yeah, brother, I appreciate you giving me some time today, man. This was just a quick midweek memo just to get you all so you don't miss us. Because on Friday, we won't hear from us again till Friday. And it'll be a great fucking episode on Friday. I'm telling you, even if you didn't know Charlie Landis, I'm telling you, it's a fucking awesome story. Just because, he's like a all-American farm boy kid, grew up in the country, joined the army, and then, deployed. And then, we just shot the shit, man. Like, I haven't talked to him since 2007 when I left. And as always, just pick up right where we left off. He was my NCO. Yeah. And there's a few funny stories in there too. So, oh man. Are you gonna be on Twitch anytime?
Not right now, man. Probably not for a while. Not while I'm doing. Not till I get this college degree.
Well, if y'all haven't done so yet and y'all have a Twitch account, y'all make sure to go like fucking Smoke Man Gaming on Twitch. Make sure y'all follow that shit. You guys want to see somebody getting their ass whipped all the time on Halo. That's where to go.
Every time. Just marking on some kids and shit. Hey, you suck. And just like teabagging characters and shit.
Oh, man. Hey, seriously, man. Just, thank you for being here again. And Lee Hunt, if you're wondering where Lee Hunt is, he went to Fat Tuesday out in New Orleans. So,
lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's out there fucking getting some beads from the gays and throwing some beads at the big titties. So, dude, I swear to God. So quick story. I went to New Orleans, right? A long time, a couple of years ago, we went back to New Orleans, and it's a beautiful place. It really, really is. We stayed just outside of the French Quarter, well, in the French Quarter. It's called the French Market Inn, and beautiful fucking hotel. I mean, it's New Orleans, so you get what you get. It's just fucking small, four walls, and that's it. But anyways, it's we did the French Quarter, and then we went and did some of the tours because I wanted to see the whole plantation tours, right? Dude, we went and saw the Oak Alley, which was a beautiful fucking like Southern Belle type of plantation that you'd expect, like Gone with the Wind type shit.
Yeah.
And but it was humbling, bro. Fucking humbling. Like, because they have like the slave quarters, and they have like a ledger with the slaves' names, and they have a ledger as well. Like, they have like the tool, like the not the tools, but the devices to keep them in check. So,
Yeah.
It's definitely humbling, and it takes you back to the era of like, fuck, man, that's fucking suck balls, and I it's a dark time in our history, but we can't deny it happened, not deny, but it's something we don't want to forget either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but they had that one, and they had another one, dude. There's another one which was a fucking it was a Creole plantation. So it was these Creole people, which are like a mixture. They're not fully white people. These are like, Creole, and but there's a different type of plantation, sugarcane and all that. But it was just the layout was different, and it was fucking cool. There was this lady who lived there. I think it's called the Laura Plantation. And this lady was born during the slave era time and lived all the way to, I think, I want to say up into the late 50s or the 60s and 1950s or 60s. She wrote a book, and she talked about like her recollections of that time period, during the Civil War and all that shit. It was just really interesting, man. Really interesting. So just know New Orleans is more than just fucking going out and partying and alcohol. Go and fucking get some knowledge out there, bro.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that out there, man.
Just travel. Just go do things.
Dude,
Yeah.
I envy that you've gotten to travel so much through Europe. Like, fuck, that's badass.
The olden days, man. I gotta one day I'll get back to it, man. One day I'll travel this great country again and start going places and meeting more people and reconnecting with friends.
What are you doing for your birthday?
If I wasn't, I mean, last minute things happen. So, now I'm like buying this house or whatever.
Oh, word.
So like I
What?
gotta
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
gotta like see where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah.
I gotta once I think I'll be back in the game come April. I just want to make sure things I don't
You
want to
gotta
start
level out.
planning. Yeah.
I feel you. Well, you got a place to stay here. And for those that are wondering what the fuck I'm talking about,
I'm not
it's
gonna be homeless, everybody. Like yeah, go ahead.
For those of y'all that are wondering why I'm talking about his birthday in April, it's because we have the Irreverent Warrior Walk, to raise awareness for the 22 a day for mental health issues. It's mainly the suicides, and I'm saying.
And
So
just
I
to
think you can speak more
clarify,
to it.
just to clarify, it's not just awareness. We're not bringing awareness to this. We're preventing. We want to prevent suicide because like we're all aware that it's happening already. That it happens. We're fully aware, right? So what we want to do right now is prevent suicide. And the way you do that is you go out and you talk to people. You talk to your friends. Pick up the phone. Call your friends. And just something as simple as, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" And then just because we can only take so much at face value. We never know what's going on behind the scenes, man. And you can do it without feeling like you're being intrusive on somebody's life. You're talking to your fucking friends because that's what they are. They're your fucking friends. So you just using jokes, humor, and stuff with just a bunch of people in shorts, fucking booty shorts, walking down the street and stuff with police escorts, and you're talking military shit
Bro.
and stuff with a bunch of veterans from different branches of service. It's a good time.
Bro, you want to hear something fucked up?
What's up?
So I put on my little fucking silkies, right?
Hell yeah. Tell me about it.
Bro. My legs need fucking sun. I look like fucking powder. Like my legs were fucking glow in the dark, like fucking pale. Like, god damn. And then those motherfuckers were hugging my nuts, right? But I was like, you know what I'm gonna do, man? gonna break these little bad boys in. I'm gonna jump on my treadmill, bro. So I jumped on the treadmill, did a little run. And just so you guys are aware, they already have the underwear portion kind of already sewn in.
The liner.
Yeah. So I wear boxers. All right. I'm old school. I wear boxers. My boxers are longer than these fucking shorts. So basically, what I'm saying is I wasn't wearing boxers. It already has the liner in there, right? So I went for my motherfucking run, bro. I got done. Like, all right, I'm gonna take me a shower, bro. I go and take me a shower. You know what I realized, man?
What?
I didn't wipe my ass right. Had a fucking Hershey Highway on there, dog.
That's gross, man.
Yeah.
I don't think you needed to share that.
That shit
I think-
creeped up my motherfucking culo so much that it fucking. But
You
I'll
didn't
tell
wipe
you
them
why it
properly,
happened.
man.
Let me tell you why it happened, though.
You
I
don't
didn't wipe my ass properly, and that's my fault. You know why? I was at work, and I was trying to take care of some business, and unfortunately, at work, we don't have a tushy. Do you know what a tushy is?
Here we go with this shit.
No, do you know what a tushy is?
Yeah, I do, man.
Okay, I have a tushy. All right, I have a tushy. And for those of y'all who don't know what a fucking tushy is, up your motherfucking ass cleaning game. What it is like a bidet that you connect to your fucking toilet, bro. And I tell you, my ass has never felt so clean.
What I'm
Like-
saying, I think what I'm thinking now is that you've gotten complacent in your ass wiping skills, because now you have this device and stuff. You went full digital, right? You went full digital with the ass wiping, and you lost your skills, like your skills, your
My
degraded
degraded
skills, like got degraded.
I
you know,
went
like-
fucking from being a 119er, shooting off the fucking poles, shooting off the kilometer, shooting off the fucking DAP to the motherfucking Paladin, where I just turn on my servos,
yeah.
turn on the hydraulics, and
just
push a
lays
fucking
on,
button.
lays on for you. And shit. Just fucking fire mission
lay,
it up.
load, lay.
And then you went back fucking analog, and all of a sudden it's like, fuck, I forgot how to wipe my own ass.
That's a
It happens,
great way
man.
to put it. I think that's a good way to end this one today,
Yeah.
y'all. Keeping y'all thinking about my ass now. Anyways, man, thanks a lot for being here. As always, meeting us on the Gunline. Make sure you guys go take a look at any of the past episodes that I've had. Be on the lookout for this weekend's drop, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. And if you're new to the Gunline, this is Urena. I'm Lopez. Hunt is usually with us. And if you want to come onto the Gunline and shoot the shit, tell your story. Maybe you want to fucking put some shit out in the atmosphere for another veteran to listen to, that they might get something out of it. Come on down to the Gunline. Yeah, we shoot the shit and fucking have jokes, but there's also times where we get real. All right. With that said, y'all have a good fucking week out there, man. Rounds complete. Shit, I fucked up, didn't I?
No,
wait.
you did not.
Rounds complete. Intermission. Gunline out. Bye, y'all.